From the streets of Cincinnati, welcome to the jungle! Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah, stripes, 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 orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in stripes. Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin', who day? Time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fitted. Who day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move closing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em, bingo ball 'em, never stopping till the beast on beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move cause it on? Now who wanna move on? Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Woo! Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Bengals, who have completely fixed the offensive line. Holy crap! I'm a little excited. I've been waiting all week to get back to you guys. I enjoyed my time on vacation, but daggone, what a week to be on vacation when they're doing this. Holy smokes. Anyway, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,532 subscribers. I'm doing that off the top of my head. I didn't write it down because literally I just got back. So if you're watching Facebook or Twitter or any of those other platforms and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Please go to Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button. Hit the bell for the notification. And every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat, we're doing super chats. So if you really want to make sure I read your comment, because they're already blowing up and I love chat crew. Chat crew rocks. Give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys. Like I said, Monday, we had Cappa. Or Capca. I always mess his name up. Then we got Karras. And then, nothing happened. And then we got Hurst. Well, then we lost CJ. So I was like, oh, that hurt. I didn't see that one coming. Then we got Hurst back. So I'm like, all right, well, that's good. And then all the news started coming about Lyle Collins. And we kept hearing about it the whole freaking week. I kept telling my son, we would need to get Lyle Collins. I said, first, we all wanted to trade for him. That didn't happen. And I was worried to death if they release him, that we would not be able to afford to get him That was my fear. I was like, go give him a 5th round. Go give him a 1st round for him. Do something. So they released him. Then I'm following Twitter, and it's God love my wife. I'm on vacation, and I'm on the phone checking Twitter to find out what is going on. So Friday night, he's in town. Apparently, he went to dinner at Jackpot Joey Burrow's house. Him, Hurst, Karras, or Ted Karras and Cappa all went to Burrow's house. So that was Friday night. Didn't know that till today. Then Saturday rolls around. Sounds like we're gonna get the contract. I'm watching James Rapine and everything. He's like, I think it's gonna happen. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then nothing. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Then he's at Kenwood Town Center, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, really? And then I'm taking the guy who took a picture of with them. Then everybody starts doing the memes of him over at the Cyclones game, and then he's with Tony the Tiger and Bagel Jim, and he's over here. And I'm like, okay, I know he's not all these places, but it's still fun. This weekend on Twitter for Bengals Twitter has been unfreaking real. Then the flag came out yesterday, and as soon as it came out, I told you guys I would go instantly live as fast as I could because I wanted to make sure it was legit first before I came on live and said it. And oh my goodness, I was at my sister-in-law's house, and I wanted to just freaking scream. It's like, yes, guys, we've been talking about this. Guys and girls, chat crew, people watch my show. We've been talking about this. I wanted them to get 3. I said they needed to get 3. I hope they got 3. I wanted them to get 3. I was thinking they might get 2. But then it's like, all right, you signed a center and you signed a guard. I'm like, okay, you still need a right tackle. So I'm like, you still, so does that mean Riley Reeves coming back or what are we doing? No, they went for the home run shot. They got Lyle Collins. Have you guys followed my Twitter? Have you seen the video I put up there of this man? He is trucking dudes. Now, I've had some Dallas Cowboy fans come at me and say, well, that was before he hurt his hip and he hasn't been that good. He gets a whole bunch of false starts. Like your whole team had a whole bunch of false starts, okay? I think we got a better offensive line coach than you do. All that's going on. And I'm in Florida, and I can't go on my show. So, anyway, I'm happy to be back. I had a great time in Florida. It was so much fun to be there with my in-laws. We had a great time. Celebrated my mother-in-law's 70th birthday, which actually her birthday is not till Friday, but we got celebrated yesterday, so that was cool. And then just everything that happened with the Bengals. And I know my in-laws think I'm freaking nuts because my brother-in-law was like, do you own anything other than Bengals stuff? I go, no, I wore Bengals every day. Every day I wore Bengals stuff. Bengals stuff, Jackpot Joey stuff, all of it. And I had so many people like, okay, literally, I wore Bengals stuff before and nobody would say anything. Dude, I got Who Days. I got like today in the airport. I had a guy went to go get a pop before we got on the airplane. And the guy saw what I was wearing. And he goes, your boy's going to be pretty good next year. I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, you guys got that right tackle, right? I said, yes. I said, yeah, we did. And we started talking about 20 minutes. That never happened before. Never. Oh, my goodness. I see you, Augie. Said I'm sunburnt. Yeah, I got a little sun. I got a little sun. Anyway, I went on to a rant here. What's up, everybody? Foxy Hoss. One Nation Underground. Rob, you're in there. Steve, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? I know I see somebody in there. Yeah, Fox said they released Trey Waynes today, which that is true. So that goes to my next thing is Stephon Gilmore. Is he the next one we sign? I don't know. I'm hoping so. And I know Jake Lisco tweeted something out before I got on the plane. He's like, why is everybody tweeting about Gilmore? And I'm like, well, James Rapine, who covers the Bengals, wrote a big article about it. So that got my interest. So I don't know if they're going to get him or not. We'll see. Just think if they can get Gilmore. Yeah, him and Cheeto. But either way, at 31 right now, we can pick whoever. If Wyatt is there from Georgia, pick him. If Linebaugh is there, pick him. If neither one of them are there, pick the best cornerback. It doesn't matter. I'm ecstatic with where we're at. Hell, they could trade the pick and trade back and get more picks because we need depth pieces right now, people. We need depth pieces. That's what we need. All right, let's get some questions here. Under Nation, you want to pass on Gilmore? I don't know about that. Rob, okay, let's see here. He said we've signed the PFF 2021 5 offensive tackle, 15 interior linemen, and 18 interior linemen. I know that's unbelievable. That's a huge upgrade than we had last year. Let's see here. Haas, you said Spain or Gilmore? Can I have both? It depends on what Gilmore is, because I mean, I think Gilmore thought he was going to get a lot more money, and he hasn't gotten it yet. So, like Rob said, he goes, Gilmore could be cheap. That's kind of where I'm at. He could be. I don't know. But if it comes down to Spain or Gilmore, and you have to pick one or the other, I'm taking Spain, because I think we need. That's the one that I want. I want Jackson Carman to have competition at that left guard. That's what I want. You know, he's going to move to left, which Frank Pollock has even said that might be a better spot for him, because was a left tackle in college. Move to left guard might be a little easier for him to make the jump. All right. Keith says, I say pass on Gilmore 2 to trade up for. We're not getting Gardner. You need to get Sauce. Sauce is going to be gone in the top 10. I don't think the Bengals are going to trade. I hope they do. If they do, I'll be wrong. I'll be glad to be wrong. I kept telling everybody they don't spend money for guards and centers. Which, I mean, if you really look at the contracts that they signed for Karras and Cappa, they're really not astronomical. They're not huge. So they're right down the middle where the Bengals would, pay a guard in the center, but at least they got him. I want to re-sign Jesse Bates too. That's the other thing. So, I mean, I know a lot of people keep asking, well, what about Sauce? I really don't think Sauce is going to be there. I mean, we have a better shot as far as the kid from LSU dropping to us than we do Sauce, I think. And I don't think either one of them are going to drop to us, to be honest. So that's where I'm more of if it's cornerback, it's a kid Petrie from Baylor. I think that might be the range that we could get as far as cornerback go, is what I think. Let's see here. What do you got here, Greg? What about getting Larry O back Chicago because they cut him, couldn't pass the fit? I hope so. Sign me up for that. But Larry O is probably not going to come back on a 1 year. Well, I don't think he's going to come back on a 1 year prove deal again. Because that was this year, and he hurt his foot or whatever he did. I think he broke his foot, and apparently it's not completely healed, and he didn't pass the physical. But yes, that's the one thing, and that's where I'm more at 31. If we go with what we have right now, I'm taking if I'm not counting. I don't think Sauce is going to be there. I don't think Stingley is going to be there. I don't think any of the two top cornerbacks are going to be there. I think they'll both be gone. But if Davis is there and Linebaugh there, I'm taking Davis. If we don't, if the team stays the way it is right now, which means we don't sign Larry O, we got to get another 3-tech. That's where Davis comes in. That's where I'm at with that. I really hope we sign Larry O. If not, we got to get somebody like him, either free agency or the draft. And John said, you rather trade up for Stingley? You might not, and the thing is, you might not have to trade up that far to get Stingley if you're going to trade up. I don't see the Bengals. The Bengals historically don't trade up. So that's where I'm not saying they won't. I just don't see it. But also, I'm kind of surprised they signed 3 offensive linemen too, and they did that. So, and we'll see. Let's see here. Haas, you're with Spain. Yeah, I'm with Spain if you're picking one or the other. That's where I'm at. Do me a favor. I got 34 people watch the show. Can you give me a like? I only have 4 likes. It just helps the algorithm, guys. It just helps the algorithm. Helps my people find my show more. Let's see here. Greg, what's going on? Besides Gilmore, what other free agent cornerback interests you? To be honest, I have not looked at who's left. To be honest, I know Hayden's out there. Maybe on him, but you'd have to get another. You'd have to draft somebody, I think, for that. So off the top of my head, those are the only 2 that I can think of that are still out there. Like I said, I've been on vacation and I haven't looked at everything yet. And let's see, underground. Yeah. Stingley's stock has definitely dropped because he hasn't been able to stay healthy. I mean, he hasn't been healthy in 2 years. That's where I'm at. And I don't think he's going to drop enough to 31. 31 is a long ways to drop when you were at the beginning of this year, the number 1 corner. and you drop all the way down to 31, that's a big drop. I don't know if they're going to do that. Jeffrey, yes, the Bengals have been surprising the last 2 years. Absolutely, they have. Preston, I like that. He said he's dropping on purpose to join Joe Burrow and Chase. Hey, I hope so. That would be cool. Let's see here. Rowdy. Hey, Rowdy out lap. What's going on? It's 30. I don't know. I'm not a draft expert. Me. Okay, the question is, for if you're listening to a podcast, Rowdy Everlap says, is 31 too high for Kobe Bryant? Probably. I mean, but I'm a Bearcat fan, and I don't claim to be a draft expert. That's why I get guys on here. From what I've read, I think it's going to be too high. I think Kobe's still at a high second round. So I don't know. That's where it's like, to me, if the Bengals trade back, you can get Kobe. You can get a couple more pieces. And that's the thing, people, too. We need depth right now. And the Bengals are in a perfect position to trade back. Trade back, get more picks, get more guys in here, create more competition for, your starters are set. I mean, they are, especially if they sign Gilmore. I'm trading 31. I'm trading back out of 31. That's what I'm doing to get more depth, to get more players, to get younger, to get better. And I keep saying this, our defense, we have got to start replenishing these guys because they're all under their free agents. So they're not going to be here forever. And they're not going to be, I don't think, with Joe Burrow's contract coming up, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, I don't think they're going to be able to keep all of those guys. So that's why if the Bengals are smart, which I think they're pretty damn smart. They've been pretty smart this whole time. You trade out of 31, you get more picks. And like I said, if you're 31 and you get let's say you get the second pick or the third pick, a top 5 pick in the second round, that's really not that big of a difference from 31 to that as far as the talent of players you're going to get. Plus, you get more picks and more players. So that's kind of where I'm at, especially if they sign a cornerback. That's kind of where I am now with all this stuff that's what they've done. All right. Yeah, Rob, I agree with you. You say, I want to re-sign Trey Flowers. What he does again in the coverage against tight ends is literally elite. Yes, I agree with you. And I think they're going to sign him. Kind of surprised they haven't. With everybody they have signed. How do you guys feel about re-signing Eli Apple? I like it. I'm okay with it. Again, I do not want Eli Apple to start. I've said that over and over. I really like Eli Apple. I think he's a very good player, but he's not a starter. He was never brought here to be a starter. So Jaylen Reed, that's another one you could get. Press him. Again, I mean, there's cornerbacks out there that they could get. And the thing is, like you said, I said this before on my shows, I don't think they don't have to have a shutdown corner. With the way this defense plays and the zone schemes that Lou does, they don't need a shutdown cornerback. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. Haven't talked this much in a while. If my family's watching, like, yeah, you do. You always talk this much. All right, John Wick. If Stingley falls at 21, you'd go for it. And see, that's where I'm kind of like, but we need depth. And this is me thinking while I'm talking to you guys. We need depth. If we can get more players and and more better players at multiple positions in our depth, because this is what I'm worried. I will tell you this right now. The Bengals were extremely healthy last year. They were extremely healthy. The likelihood of that happening, to be that healthy back-to-back years, the odds aren't very high. So that's why I keep screaming, I want depth. We fixed it in free agency. Go get depth. Go get depth in the defense. And it's not my idea. Zim has said it. He said it first. And once he said it, I thought about that is if you fix the line, which they did fix the line. Now you can draft for the best player available. And that's all, like, trade back. Go get more players. There's not at 31. I don't think there's a guy that's going to be like, yeah. And if you trade up, then you're losing picks, and that to me, it's more important to get depth than it is to get one player. Anyway, let me get to Rowdy Everlap. Thank you, sir, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. He said if Derek Stingley Jr. is available, where they could swap this year's first and next year's first, I'd say do it. Jamar said he's the best corner he's ever faced. If it's a 1 and a 1, I'd be interested in that. I just don't want to trade that would be like we'd only lose 2 picks. We lose 2 first-round picks. And well, I mean, next year we're gonna be picking, we pick 31 this year, we're gonna pick 32 next year because we're gonna win this whole damn thing. So that if you do that, if you trade 2 1s for them, if they're gonna trade 2 1s for somebody, I'd rather go trade for Sauce, but that's just me. But but Jamar Chase is right. And I mean, Rowdy Lap is right. Jamar Chase did say that. Now, this was 2 years ago before Stingley got injured and didn't play much. So he hasn't played football a lot in the last 2 years. So that's the question. That's where the red flag is with Stingley. Is can he stay healthy? Because when he was healthy, he was elite. He was the best corner in football, in college football. So we'll see. So I mean, you got me intrigued there, Rowdy. 2 1s. Well, if you're trading 2 1s, I might trade 2 1s. But the thing is, they really get trading 2 1s. Our 1s are already our 1 now is 31. So you're taking their 1 and we're giving them a 31 and maybe 32 next year. I don't know. I don't know if anybody would take that, to be honest. Or now I'm sitting there thinking about it because, I mean, they're not very high 1 picks. I mean, unless we fall on our face next year, or this coming year, which I don't think we're going to. I think next year's pick is going to be pretty low too. So I don't know, but that is interesting. Yep, Haas, you are correct. We re-signed Trent Irwin, which they are re-signing a lot of people. Rob, I love the Eli Apple signing. A starting quality 4 cornerback for $4 million. Sign me up. Yep. I like how you put it. A starting quality 4. I like how you put that. That's good. Let's see here. Keith, Apple played lights out at times. Just needs to be consistent. Yeah, there's times last year he played really well, and other times look like he never played football before. But that's been, they say good apple, bad apple with Eli. That's the way it's been for most of his career. Okay, let's see here. One nation on the ground. Too many Apple. I think you meant many. Yeah, too many Apple haters. Dude had a hell of a season. I agree with you, man. And I said this after he made the play. I think it was the Tennessee one because I was at that game. Was it a Tennessee game? It was Tennessee or Kansas City? No, it was Kansas City game. I think it was. Anyway, whatever play he made. And guys at work were talking about Eli Apple. I said, he's pretty good. They're like, oh, man, get out. He's made 1 play. I was like, no, he hasn't. I was like, have you watched the Bengals play this year? No, Eli Apple's made more than 1 play. He made a lot of really good plays during the season. He made some bad ones too, but he made a lot of really good plays. It was either hit, like he'd make a great play, or he just looked like he's never played football before. So let's see here. Steve, Spain is the man for sure. You're picking Spain over Gilmore. I mean, the thing is, and that's the other thing, is like they got Deontay Smith and Jackson Carmer and Akeem Adeniji. They got 3 guys there that they drafted. You would think, I'm not saying don't sign Spain. I'm just talking out loud here. You would think one of those guys could be good enough to win the left guard spot, and we can sign Gilmore. You would think, right? I mean, they've all shown flashes of being able to play good. They're all young. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just talking out loud. That's where I'm like, because the question, if you guys coming late, the question was if you want Spain or you want Gilmore. Which one? You had to choose which one. So I said Gilmore is. Didn't I say Gilmore? I think I said Spain at first. I might be talking myself into Gilmore. So you guys asked me these questions, and I talk it out loud with you, and I changed my mind on my own self. Let's see here. What are you talking about, Rob? Okay, yes, I do. Yeah, I agree. This is what now I agree with you here on this too. One Nation, 3 tech D tackle is our biggest need right now. Yes, I think that's our biggest need. Now, I have a question for you. If they sign Larry O back, to me that fixes a lot of stuff. Like, let's just play fantasy football here, which I don't think is too far off fantasy. What if the Bengals are able to sign Larry O back and Gilmore? What if they got both? Hell, what if they got Spain back too? What if they got all 3 of them? I mean, they could. They got the money. I mean, it depends on, what everybody wants. But how unbelievable would that be if they went and signed everybody? I mean, they've signed so many people. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Foxy. I've said both. Yeah, I figured I talked myself into both of them. Okay, Rob says, I think everyone will be surprised how cheap Gilmore is. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I think he's coming into play for the Bengals of the cost. What did Preston say here? Because you're agreeing with Preston. There we go. Okay. I think you're talking tackles here. Preston said, yeah, but you can't be scared to tackle one nation on the ground. Elam, you're talking about Elam. Scared of the contract, and we are in the AFC North, and we need tacklers. So you want Elam. I don't know if I'm an Elam guy or not. Let's see here. I'm trying to get caught up to some of the comments here. You guys are blowing it up, and I appreciate it. Let's see here. One Nation. Sign Larry. Draft Wyatt. Maybe training camp competition too big. You want to do both of them? Why would you want both of them? Because that's cool. But you don't need Larry and Wyatt. They wouldn't play. They wouldn't play. I mean, Wyatt wouldn't play. I don't think, because you got already signed BJ. Because the thing, you got to look at what you had last year. They were already signed Tupou. So I hope they sign Larry back. Let's see here. See, Greg, you're saying Gilmore and Larry O. I'm all for it. Yeah, I'm. That's where I'm at. Thoughts. Dale wants to know my thoughts on CJ leaving. Shocked, to be honest, because from what I've read and people I've talked to, the contracts are pretty similar. I mean, it was $1 million, less than $1 million difference. I mean, yeah, he got more money in New York. I mean, he did, but it wasn't that much more to leave a Super Bowl contending team, in my opinion, and a team you apparently loved, and the city loved you, and you loved being here, to go to a crappy Jets team. Now, the whole narrative of where he's supposedly dating Kay Adams out of on Good Morning Football has come out, and they said that's not true. So I kind of think, okay, well, maybe he wanted to be closer to Kay. Okay, I understand that. But that's not true. So I'm kind of confused, to be honest. I'm really, really confused as to why he left. If you love Cincinnati so much, why'd you leave to go to the crappy Jets when there wasn't, from all accounts, the contracts were very, very close and very, very similar. I'm just surprised. That one really shocked me. I will tell you that right now. That one really shocked me. Rowdy, love it. $5 super chat. Appreciate it. In 2023, the salary cap is projected to go up by around $100 million because of the new TV contract, by getting ads, plenty of cash to resign Joey B and T. Yeah, you're right, but you still have to manage it. But yes, that's what the thought is. They can't, if you're running a business, you can't technically go, okay, we're going to have $100 million more, so let's go spend it all. You got to make sure, they got to make sure of that first. But yes, you are right. In 2023, the salary cap is going to expand. And yes, the projection is $100 million. So it's pretty close. So they should be able to sign. They're going to be, I'm not worried about them signing Joe Burrow, Jackpot Joey Burrow, T. Higgins, and Chase. I'm not worried about signing them. I'm worried about them keeping the other guys too. I don't want to be Green Bay right now. I don't want to have to pay if Joe Burrow asks for $200 million or whatever, I don't want to lose everybody because my brother-in-law is a Green Bay Packers fan, and he's not as confident as he used to be. Still got Aaron Rodgers though, so it's pretty good. But I don't know who else they have. So we'll see. All right, getting back to the CJ conversation here. Let's see here. Rob says CJ wants to be a movie star in his past career. Well, they should go to LA then, not New York. Let's see here. What are you talking about, Preston? Oh, you guys are having a discussion there. I'll leave you guys alone. You guys have your own discussion, which is cool. You got the you got the scoop. You've got the scoop, do you, Rob? All right, cool. CJ wants to become a movie. Well, then why would he go to New York? You know, I mean, I believe you. Saying not joking. That's cool. Well, I mean, I don't know. I would think you would go to LA. That's where everyone else is going. I mean, New York, they have TV shows there, and I guess they film stuff, but in like most of the movie theaters or movie companies out there. Try to get some more of the comments here. Keith. Jets overpaid for CJ. Love him, but the Jets overpaid. Oh, I think they did too. Well, then they went and turned around and signed another tight end. So CJ's gonna be 1 and 1A. I mean, he was the tight end here. I mean, I don't know. Let's see here. Let me get Jeff Holmes. What's going to happen to Fred Johnson, Isaiah Prince, Hakeem Adeniji? Are they going to be backups? As of right now, yeah, they're all backups. Yeah, I mean, unless they get cut, you know, and the only way they get cut is if the Bengals draft other linemen that beat them out. But I mean, to be honest, you're talking about two guys in Isaiah Prince and Adeniji who played in the Super Bowl and in playoff games. So they have a lot of experience no matter what you think of how good they did or didn't do. That is going to help them in the future to get better. So they will be better backups. Fred Johnson, which I was kind of surprised they re-signed Fred Johnson, but they did. Now, like I said, these guys could get cut. I don't know, but right now, yeah, they're backups. Oh, the media. Well, yeah. I understand that, Rob. He said, I'm serious. I believe you, Rob. I believe you, brother. It sounds funny, but CJ literally wants to be in the media. I completely believe you on that. I do. I thought he said movies, not media. Yeah, it's from what Steve, you said Kay Adams. From what Jake Lisco said on Locked On Bengals, it's not true that he is not dating Kay Adams. So yeah, I work for Strand. That is true, but Strand's not in movies. But you are true. Like I said, I thought he said movies. That's all I said. You know, I thought he said movies. If you want to get into, you know. Hey, there, I'm back. All right, John Wick, Hayden Hurst, a very underrated pickup. Yeah, I'd never heard of the guy again, and I'll say that about Chidobe Awuzie last year. I never heard of him, and Chidobe was awesome. So Hayden Hurst, and I love what he said. He's got two chips on his shoulder. He said I was the 25th pick overall for a reason, you know. And he goes, I'm here to prove it, and you can hear it in his voice. I'm here to prove it, you know. Like I'm not here playing around. You know, this is my opportunity that I haven't gotten. You know, the last two places I've stopped at. So I'm, you know, I'm okay. I'm good with it. Foxy, you think Hayden Hurst is better? I love CJ, but upgrade at that tight end. From what I heard, I think Hurst is a better catcher. But I think and better route runner as far as that goes. So offensively, yes. But I heard CJ is a better blocker. So as far as catching the ball and everything, which is what we want, you know, he's better than CJ was. So, well, like I said, I can't wait to see what he does. Let's see here. Yeah, Keith. Hurst could be big time here. He played with Andrews, who got more of the targets in Baltimore, and then Kyle Pitts in Atlanta last season. Could have had a career year where he had a pretty good year in 2020 when he was the man before Kyle Pitts got there. And I've been meaning to look that up. I'm just going by what he said. Hurst said in his press conference. I haven't had a chance to look it up to see what his 2020 stats were. But he did say he was clocked at, I think, high speed, running like 20, 21 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. Let's see here. Rowdy, we had the best QB, the best 2 wide receivers, and now the best offensive line in the AFC North. Boom. Now I have a question. I all these Browns fans, like, that's just kind of funny. There's Browns fans who have actually come out on Twitter and said they're done being Browns fans and they're going to be Bengals fans. And I love it that for the most part, Bengals Twitter has welcomed them with open arms, because I'm like, dude, you want to root for my team? Cool. You don't like what your team's doing, and you want to root for ours? Come on, jump on board. I'm good with it, And I don't know how you guys feel about that, because I'm okay with it. More fans root for my team, the better for me. The more fun it is. You don't have people hating on you. Like I said, I want to start out like the Patriots. Everybody liked the Patriots first. Oh, it's cool. They're winning. Nah, nah. Oh, they won 2 of them. Oh, they won 3. Oh, that's great. Oh, they won 6. It's just son of a, they won how many now? I'm tired of them winning. That's what I want to happen to the Bengals. You are correct. Hurts was the number 1 pick for the Ravens. You're right. He was number 25 overall, but he was their first round pick. You are absolutely correct on that. Underground. Okay, here we go. Augie, his stats in 2020 were better than CJ's last year. Talking about Hurst here. Last year when he was number 1 option for Atlanta before Pitts. There you go. And the thing is, his stats are going to be different because he's still not going to be the number 1. He's going to be the number 1 tight end target, but not the number 1 overall target. But Joe Burrow doesn't care. Jackpot will throw it to whoever's open. All right, Jeff Holmes. Adeniji, Prince, and Johnson will be in 4 year and 5 years. I don't think there's much upside unless you sub one in at a time. Hopefully they'll draft 1 O lineman. Well, the good thing is we got, from what I heard, Collins is signed for 3 years. I think Jonah's still on a contract for a while. Cappa's, I think he's a 3-year. I'm not sure what Kearns is. I think he might have been a 1-year, but I'm not sure on that. So for the most part, we got these guys signed for a couple years. And no, I don't think those guys are backups, Jeff. They're not. Yeah, they're not guys that we're going to replace. I think the guys who are here that could replace them would be Jax Carmen and Adeniji. Those are the only 2 I think they really see as starters. I know Adeniji, they put him in front of Carmen, but I think they really like Carmen better. So we'll see. All right, Underground says, if Glass Eaters, Trevor Payne, or Zion Johnson fall to the 31, do we take one of them? Yeah. At 31, to me, unless it's a 3-tech, unless you don't sign Larry Ogunjobi, they're going to take the best player available. I say they take them. Because you can always, I don't have to be cold, but they're football contracts. You can always get out of them. And you might, you have to do some finagling, but you can get out of them. All right, Foxy looked up for Hurst. 2020, 56 receptions, 571 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Hey, that works for me. I will take that. Let's see here. Let's see here, Keith. What you got on here? Keith, I think Browns fans are sick of the turnover. Every year, a new head coach, a new quarterback can't win like that. We kept a coach, a QB too long. Browns don't allow continuity. And that's not just a Brown thing. That's a football thing. Look at the Texans. Keith. I mean, they had one coach in and fired him. Now they got Logie Smith in there, and I wouldn't be surprised if they fire him next year. I don't think there's any continuity in there. I think that's why Larry Tunsil wanted to get out of there. But I don't think that unless he gets traded to somebody else, I think he'll be here. Augie, jackpot will hit Houday if he's open in the back of the end zone. Yes, he will. I mean, where I said it, that jackpot doesn't care who he throws to. If they're open, he'll throw it to them. Like you said, F it. Jamar's down there somewhere. All right, Collins. 2-year deal, third deal is dead. Has that officially been announced? Because I still haven't heard anything yet. I don't even know if they've had a press conference yet. I still haven't heard. I've heard some talk about that the third year is a voidable year, dead cap year, or whatever you want to put it. But I haven't heard anything official of what it is from the Bengals or anybody. Actually, okay, that's what you according to what you saw on Twitter. Yeah, that's not. I've heard that before too, and that's not. As far as I know, that's not confirmed. But like I said, I've been on plane for a little while. Vortex SFX Houday, what's up, Houday? I think you're new. I don't remember seeing you in the chat anymore or recently. What's up? All right, let's see here. Rowdy. I think the Browns fans are tired of never going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think I would be too if I were them. Is Jonah? He might be in his last. Yeah, Andy. I think Jonah Williams might be in his last year of his contract. Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think when they draft because they drafted the year after. Because next year I'm worried about T and Joe. If not, he's awful close. Let's see here. You were a subscriber? Really? I'm sorry. Vortex says I was a subscriber when you had 30 subs. I'm sorry. Then you were a long-time subscriber. I appreciate you. That was my fault. I just don't remember the name. Sorry. It happens sometimes. I'm getting old. I forget things. But thank you for subscribing for, almost 3 years now. Well, actually, it's 3 years. I'm in my third, or just finished my third year of doing this. Anyway, let's see. Let's check out Fox. What's up, Maddie? Let me see what Foxy says here. If what Zim and Ace said last night that he's signed through 2024. You mean you talking about Jonah? That's what I think you're talking about. And I think he is. I don't think he's up next year. I have to look it up. So anyway, I'll be going for a little while here by myself. I think I might roll on out of here. Let's see here. Hold on a second. You guys got something here. Sorry, there's a lot of others going on here. I was looking at something. Let's see here. Where'd he go? Keith. Sorry, trying to get the comments here. Goodell was asked back-to-back years a Super Bowl team playing at home, and he said that to avoid that from happening again, from now on, the Super Bowl will always be played in Cleveland. That's awesome. All right, I have a conspiracy theory from my brother-in-law and my nephew that you brought that up. I want to ask this, and I think it's a little crazy, but they say that the Arizona Cardinals are going to win the Super Bowl next year because we had back-to-back years of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning it in Tampa, the Los Angeles Rams winning it in Los Angeles. Now, since the Super Bowl is going to be in Arizona next year, that the Arizona Cardinals are going to win the Super Bowl. And it's all because of what the NFL are trying to do. They want the home teams to win it, which makes I'm like, why would they care? Like, they make money on whoever plays in the Super Bowl, wherever the hell it is. Hell, I'm telling you, one of these days the Super Bowl is going to be overseas in Germany or England or something. I think, and I'm going to, if the Bengals are in, then that's going to suck. I don't want that, but I can see that happening. So I don't think that the NFL is in a conspiracy to have the Arizona Cardinals, who look like garbage at the end of last year and very dysfunctional and very upset with each other, and Kyle Murray scrubbed his Twitter and everything Arizona Cardinals, that they're going to win. I'm like, all right, come on. We'll see what happens. AJ's going to get that ring. There you go, Vortex. Let's see here. Rob. Jeff, there's rules for extensions for players drafted in the first round that you can't ever talk about an extension until their third year is over. Yes, you're correct. Rowdy Everlap, not with crybaby Kyler Murray as quarterback. Dude, he shrunk up like nothing. That's my first thing I told him. I said, did you watch the playoff game against the Rams? I said, Kyler Murray was awful. In the last 3 years, the Cardinals have started off great and just went whoop and just crashed and burned. I was like, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, and they're like, well, who thought the Bengals would go to the Super Bowl last year? I said, I did. I was going to put money on it, but I didn't. So, Augie, total coincidence. Didn't happen for 54 years, not going to happen for a while. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think it's a complete coincidence. You know, it's. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't see. I mean, what would the point be? I mean, what would the NFL gain from that? And they never answered me that. You know, what was, okay, because you think the NFL gained something out of it. What did they gain about the home team winning? It's not like it's going to be sold out even more than it was already sold out. I mean, they're literally selling tickets for $3,000, and those are cheap. Trust me, I looked. I was trying to get some tickets to go to the Super Bowl this year to watch the Bengals. I'm like, I don't think they give two craps about they don't care who's playing. I know people are like, oh, they pick the teams who play in it. I really don't think they pick the teams who play in it. I really don't think they care who plays in it. They want a competitive team, two competitive teams, and a great game because it's better for them. You know? Let's see here. Augie, all it does is prove Rams fan base sucks because we took over SoFi. Yeah, we did. Shoot, Augie, we took over Nissan Stadium in Tennessee when I was there. We took that stadium over. Dude, Bengals Nation, Houday Nation was off the chains when it comes to playoffs this year. They traveled so well. We had so many fans, so many new fans. And the cool thing is most of our fans were well behaved. You don't have these jackasses going out and talking smack and being all upset. We had a lot of people say that they become, Bengals have become one of their favorite teams because of Bengal fans, because of how nice we are. Yeah, we're cheering. We're cheering like crazy for our team, but we're not smack talking you. We're not doing that stuff. And that's the one thing for me. Like when you come into the stadium, cool, cheer for your team. Cheer for your team. That's cool. You scored, cheer. That's great. But don't come over my face and yell in my face because I didn't do anything to you. You came to my stadium, and I'm a Bengals fan. So I hate when they do that. Let's see, Andy. You don't think the NFL wants the Rams to win because of the LA market? Yeah, I think they would probably to help the fan base, but I don't think that's the reason. I mean, well, then the conspiracy theory is that they did it last year to help the Tampa Bay market. I mean, I don't think that's it. I mean, they're going back to LA no matter what. I mean, because they had no fan base. The NFL was gone for 20 years, 25 years, maybe 30 years. I don't know. It's a long time they were gone. And LA didn't miss it. And all of a sudden the NFL wanted it back. They want to get back into that market. So yeah, they want to grow. If they want to grow the Rams so much, why do they let the Chargers move there? So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Jeff Holmes, how many Bengals season ticket holders were picked to get an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl? I don't know. I know I wasn't picked. I know some people who were picked and some people who weren't picked. How many were picked? I have no idea. I don't know. I hope next time we go, which is going to be this year, that they pick me. Let's see, Keith. It's always the teams that sell the most merch and travel the best. That do what? That's why the Squares are always in the playoffs. And well, the Squares are going down. You think Mitchell Trubisky is going to be your answer in this division right now? That's funny. See, I don't believe. I don't believe that. Because the Steelers, look, the Squealers in the '90s, yeah, they won, but they didn't win a Super Bowl, and it wasn't this big Squealer nation. It wasn't, until they got a quarterback who I can't stand. I'm glad he's retired. That's when they started winning. That's when everybody became freaking Squealers fans. We got that guy behind me, Jackpot Joey Burrow. That's when you start winning. That's when you start winning Super Bowls. That's when you grow your fan base. That's when people jump on. That's how it happens. I really don't think it has anything to do with the freaking NFL. Again, I don't think the NFL cares as a corporation, cares who wins. The owners do, of course they do. But the people who work in the offices and all that stuff, they don't care. They get paid for it by the NFL, not by the Bengals, not by the Squealers, not by this. I don't believe all that stuff, Let's see here. Didn't mean to put that one up there. Let's see here. You guys are having your own conversations in here. All right, Michael Matter. It's going to be hard getting through the AFC. I guess we are talking of Armstead. I guess we are talking to Armstead of the Saints. We need another solid cornerback. Okay, Armstead is not a cornerback. Armstead is a left tackle for the Saints. And we're talking to Stephon Gilmore, as far as I know. That's who we're talking about. Yeah, but yes, you're right. The AFC is going to be tough. It's going to be, like, seriously. The AFC is the varsity. The NFC is the JV, because there's nobody left over there. They're all leaving, coming to this side. I don't know why. Crime Time with Tone. Off topic. What do you think about your Reds? I hear a lot of people are mad they're trading people. I'm one of those people. I'm mad. I'm mad. I mean, I knew they weren't going to try this year, but to literally give away Jesse Winker for minor leaguers when Jesse Winker's still under contract. I know he's arbitration eligible, whatever, and he's a young player. Stupid, dumb. I hate it. I mean, I hate it because I love baseball, but it's hard to get behind this team right now. I kind of like 2020. I got so excited about the Reds and because of what they did and who they signed. All right, holy crap! Finally, we're going to put some money into this. We're going to go on a run. We made one playoff, and we went 22 innings without scoring a run. And then last year, they exceeded expectations. I'm like, all right, let's go get some bullpen help. Go do something to help this team. These guys are fighting their asses off to try to get scratch claw, get in the playoffs. Oh, September here. Here's a couple bullpen guys. There you go. And then before the lockout, they get rid of Wade Miley. They get rid of Tucker Barnhart. After the lockout, you trade Sonny Gray. You trade Gino Suarez. You trade Jesse Winker. Like, I don't have. They trade away everybody. I don't. How can anybody be excited about that team? And I just don't get it. Bob, have you not seen the excitement that everybody has for the Bengals? They're going to sell every single seat out in that stadium for every game this year. And they put money into it. Now you blew it all up. It's gonna be hard to get back to where you were. It's easy to take something down. It's hard to build something, and that's what kills me. When you finally got built up into something, you got to put a little bit of money into it. You sprinkle a little bit of money into it, just a little bit of money, and maybe we can do something. And you did it once, and then I'm done. And now it's even worse than I thought it was going to be. Literally worse than I thought it was going to be. Hell, I was wondering who's going to play third base, Gino or Moose. Well, it's obviously going to be Moose because they traded Gino. Anyway, I hate that. I don't want to talk about them. But, we'll see. Keith. Hey, Jeff. Nick Crawl. You're not rebuilding. We're getting a payroll in line with revenues. Me. So what's your revenues? Looking at your roster, my kids give more allowance. Yeah. The thing kills me. I feel bad for Joey Votto. I almost said Joe Burrow. Joey Votto. Joey Votto, to his credit, goes out there, busts his ass, does his craft, plays as good as he can, as hard as he can all the time. And this team has done nothing for him. Absolutely nothing. I'm sorry, but it's reminding me of when Carl Lindner owned the Reds, and he signed two guys, Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Larkin, and didn't have anybody else, and expected us to go pay our hard-earned money out there for a $8 beer and a dog, and go watch that team with two Hall of Famers, which they are Hall of Famers, legitly now. Now we got one Hall of Famer and Joey Votto. So I feel terrible for Joey Votto. I wish they'd trade him. I mean, that's the thing that kills me. It's like, why don't you trade everybody? Trade Moose, trade Votto, trade Castillo, trade them all. Because where you're at now, it's going to take you 6 years to get anywhere close to where you were just 2 years ago. And that's what's so frustrating. It's like, and Nick Crawl, and I feel bad for Nick Crawl because he's finally got his dream job. And they're like, here's a pile of crap. Go do something with it. They're trying to make chicken salad out of chicken crap. It ain't going to work. So I have no words for the Reds. It's hard. I don't even want to talk about them, to be honest, because I do this and I'm just rambling on about them, how much I can't stand them. And it's so much more fun to talk about the Bengals right now because we got an offensive line. They did what we wanted them to do. That still blows my mind. They got 3 offensive linemen. We lost a tight end. We'll go get another one. They literally can draft best player available now. It's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to get the heck out of here. It's after 6:30. I missed you guys. I'll be back. I have no guests set up for this week. I'm working on a couple of them, so I should have some guests. But I wanted to get on and just say hi and discuss the excitement I had from last week, being on vacation and watching the Bengals sign player after player after player, and then getting the big dog. I'm telling you, it's the best offseason the Bengals have ever had. All right, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. They're Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, the Ice Bar, the Ohio State Bucknuts. And you follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I'll be pulling the sound off later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. So if you guys missed any of the show and you want to listen to me ramble on, which I hope you do, go check out the podcast. It's on BPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Give me a 5-star review. Leave a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Tomorrow's show, maybe we talk about Stephon Gilmore. Maybe I got to start doing some more deep dives into the draft here now, because I think we got to start focusing more on the draft. I know you guys are asking me questions and stuff, and a lot of the stuff I said tonight, I was kind of thinking off the top of my head of what I might do, but the more I think about it, the more I might trade out of it. I don't know. We'll see, especially when we get that cornerback fixed. Anyway, Other than that, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm at 1,532 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I would love to get up to 2,000 before the football season starts. I mean, the goal is to get 10,000, then the 100,000, get as many subscribers as I possibly can. Try to catch up to my boy Ace in New Stripe City, who's got, 15,000 followers, or James Rapine, who freaking just started his channel and passed me up already. Trying to get up there as fast as I can. So please tell your friends, tell your neighbors about my show, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Go grab their phone. Say, hey, give me your phone. You got an account to YouTube? Yeah, all right, come here. And you type in Sports With, it'll pop up, hit the subscribe button, and give them their phone back. I greatly appreciate it. And other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah, stripes, 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 orange in the day, black in the night, stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly, the beast is awake, orange, black and white, cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tiger stripe the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who that, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock them, yeah we got them, yeah we fought them. Like that black and orange upon them, bingo bottle, never stop it till the beast and know them. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night, stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white, cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black.